but I'm constantly hearing stories of women in the workplace who are spoken to, especially when it comes to their bodies in
Mhm.
certain ways. And I would love to say that it's over because that was in the early 2000s, so it's done, but it's not. It's still happening in very subtle ways. Certain like microaggressions are still happening, and it's just
This
how do we fix that?
Yeah.
How do we fix that? Can we
You know,
fix that?
if I were to do I mean, first of all, there's not a chance in hell he would have said that to me today as a 45-year-old woman. You
Well,
know what I mean?
yes. And that's the other thing too, right? He
Yeah.
said it because he knew he could,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Like yeah.
And if I
So,
had had my if I had known he was gonna, because it wasn't like I was meek and quiet. Like I was,
yeah.
you know, but I didn't know. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
But if I had known he was gonna say it, I would have probably just said, "Do you have any idea how inappropriate that is? Can you say that
Yeah.
again? What have you all been wondering?" I think I would have made him lean into it further, because then he's gonna lean back because he knows what to
Absolutely.
say. That's what I would have done, because then it would have been impossible for leadership to ignore it. But I just wasn't. I didn't know
Yeah.
what to do or say. So I lost
So,
respect for basically every one person
yeah.
said something to me after, and it was the person who was my friend. And she was like, "That was," and I was like, "That was really
Yeah.
weird, right?" She was a little bit older than me, but still in her probably late
Yeah.
20s.
Yeah, yeah,
Enough
yeah.
life in her to know, but not like enough to really
Yeah.
not to be in a position of true power there.
Yeah.
Um, but like kind of that whole situation, I lost respect for pretty much everybody there, and I left not long after.
Yeah. And you were probably for that first few seconds wondering, is it me? Am I overthinking this? Am I like overreacting? Oh, am I
Yeah,
just being too much in my head?
like, am
All
I too
those
sensitive? Am I being
yeah,
too
am I too
sensitive?
sensitive? Like, is
Or
it
like,
too
should I
much? Like,
should I have worn a sports bra today? Like, you know what I
yes,
mean? Like, it got
yes.
me
Yeah.
thinking about that, where I
Yep.
was like,
Yeah. And then you
weird.
feel just weird and yucky. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sad that that happened to you. But I'm really curious though, like for those of you listening, like, you know, do you have a story like that? So, I mean, obviously this is all about like when we lost respect for leaders, but I'm really curious, like men, women, have you had experiences like this in the workplace where, you were, you know, um, told to change or something about you was highlighted in a way that made you feel some level of shame? And how have you been since that? How has that impacted you? And I'm just curious about those leaders out there. What are you doing right now to
To
try to
help.
stop this kind of crap? Because
Yeah.
it's still happening now. That man that I told you about, he's still an executive leader and still doing God knows what. These leaders still exist. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like we were in these roles 80 years ago. This was,
No.
within the
This
last
was back in the
decade,
Jessica
15
Simpson era,
years.
like our
Yeah.
last episode or whatever. This was
Yeah.
the same sort of
Say what
situation,
you want
same
about Jessica
timeline.
Simpson, but she knew how
Those
to.
shoes,
Her shoes are the bomb.
did
Just
we talk
saying.
about this? We may have had this exact
We
conversation
might have.
last time too.
Yes, we did. We
I
did.
recently bought two pairs of her shoes, and like their boots, they are
Hmm.
so comfy.
She has a pair of camo stilettos, like closed toe, pointed toe stilettos, and I cannot find them in my size 7.5. I can't, Natalie. If you find
I'm also a
those,
7.5. Okay, if
you're.
I find
I
them,
know you're a 7.5 because I
okay,
tried on your shoes when I was at
okay,
your house. I'm telling you, I'm looking for those. So if you find, it's camo and they're
okay.
so cool.
Camo
Um,
pointed toe, like stiletto bottoms.
Stilettos, yes, baby. Ooh,
Yeah. Uh
mm,
huh. Her shoes
yes,
forever. Yeah, chicken and the
yes,
sea.